From a cold, wet, rainy Monday here in my little corner of the world, it's time once again for the Monday Tag, which is brought to you in part by the lovely Jasmine. Jasmine, I see you graced us with 5 questions for this week. With 5 questions comes 5 answers from yours truly. And yes, I am answering on a Monday morning. So let's get started with question number 1. Would you say you are obsessed with YouTube? Well, not anymore. Still active on YouTube, but not really obsessed with it anymore. I was from the beginning when I first started making videos for YouTube. That was over 4 years ago. But then afterwards, I started to cut back on my uploading schedule. And I upload when I get a chance. So, in any case, I'm not really obsessed with YouTube anymore, but I used to when I started from the beginning. So that's my answer to number 1. Question 2, would you say you're obsessed with Facebook? Not really. I'm not really obsessed at all with Facebook. Facebook is a very good social networking site. I do check statuses on my Facebook and all my friends' posts, and also play a couple games on there. I used to. So, no, I'm not obsessed with Facebook. I really like Facebook, but I'm not really obsessed with it. So that's my answer to number 2. Question 3, would you say you're obsessed with watching a YouTube friend? If so, why? Again, no, I'm not really obsessed by watching any of my YouTube friends. I watch all my subscribers' videos when I get a chance, and on time I usually would comment on their videos. At one time, usually would give a video response. Am I obsessed by watching a friend on YouTube? No, I'm not. So that's my answer to number 3. Question 4, would you say you're obsessed wanting to know what a YouTube friend will be wearing on his or her video? If so, who? Again, like I said, I'm not really obsessed with any of my friends on YouTube by watching their videos. And I wouldn't care what they wear in their videos. Whether they dress formally, whether they dress casually, or dress, in their PJs with a bathrobe over. Hell, they can even be buck naked for all I care. But the problem is they can probably get flagged on their own end for showing nudity on their video. So I'm not really obsessed with what any of my YouTube friends would wear when they when they do their videos. I wouldn't care. As long as they're comfortable, being comfortable in their own skin, that's good enough for me. So that's my answer to number 4. And finally, question 5. Would you say you're obsessed being on the internet? I used to from the beginning. Now, I didn't start having my own computer until probably around 2002, so that was 13 years ago, when I inherited my mom's old computer. And that lasted until about around the end of February of 2004. What happened was the hard drive on that computer was fried, big time. I mean, literally was fried. It wouldn't work anymore. I don't know what happened. I couldn't remember, but my computer definitely got fried. And I was without my own computer for about 4.5 years, and it really hurt. Sometimes I had to share a computer with my mom or with my stepdad, but sometimes they both were on their computers when they wanted to. I usually was checking my emails every day, but I had to cut back to checking my emails to maybe 5 days a week, because on the weekends my folks were using their own computers. At the time, my mom was doing work for another clinic, and she needed her computer, and my stepdad was doing some other work on his. So I was really without a computer of my own during that time. And my brother, I had an older brother who was living here at the time. He had his own computer, and he had his own issues with not having a computer for a few weeks until he got his fixed. So I wasn't really obsessed with the internet. I sometimes had to cut back on the internet. But after I got a computer of my own back in 2008, it was a used computer, but it was in good condition. It worked well. It served me well. until around 2011 when the hard drive on that computer, on my old computer, got infected with a worm of some sort, a computer worm that is, and I had to take it into the shop to get it cleaned out. And it took about a month to get that, to get that computer worm off my hard drive. After I got it back, I managed to use my computer for all my videos and for everything with the social networks until about 2 years ago, when the hard drive on my old computer crashed and I couldn't use it anymore. And I was using both my folks' computers and one of my mom's old computers that she used to have. But the old computer that she had, someone in my family used that before, and he knew the password, and he couldn't remember the password, so I was stuck by using another way in order to get logged on to the internet. So I didn't really have the access to do my videos and to go to Google Hangouts or anything that was video related, because I ended up having to do either videos on another computer, but the only thing I can do is pretty much just go on Facebook and Twitter just to do my posting. But until around 2 years ago, next month, I managed to get a laptop as my Christmas present, and it's worked pretty well even to this day, and I'm very proud of it. I know sometimes it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's falling apart. I had one of the covers that somehow came off, and I got to find some way to glue it back on or try to stick it back on. So all in all, it's doing pretty good, and I'm probably going to be looking for an upgrade very soon. Probably get another laptop, maybe a Google Chromebook. I wouldn't want an iMac because they're very expensive and I can't afford that. So I'm not really obsessed with the internet because I managed to control myself on the internet and pace myself every time I'm on the internet. Maybe on the internet for maybe an hour or two, and then I take at least an hour or two off and then go back on. Off. You have to pace yourself now and then when you're on the internet. So that is my answer to number 5. And that, Jasmine, are my answers to your questions for the week. Now I know that you mentioned earlier in your video that your internet will be up on the 17th, and that you're probably be off the internet for the next couple weeks because you're switching providers. All I can say is consider that as taking a break during that time. And once you come back, we'll all be waiting for you with open arms, and we will definitely welcome you back. But no matter what, Jasmine, we'll be here waiting for you. All of us will, including yours truly. But until next time, you take care, have a great week, and we shall see you back very soon, if not before. But until then, you have a great week. Riker out.